the exact same video 2 days ago, and I thought it was just so boring. I was sitting at my home, at my room, in front of my desk, and I was telling about how to get your first order on Fiverr, but I was like extremely boring. And while I was editing, I was bored to death with myself. So right now I'm gonna make the same exact video, but I just thought, why not go outside when you have such a lovely weather. So what is up, my internet hustlers? In this video I'm going to give you a few fairly obvious tips, but very critical in terms of how to get your first order on Fiverr. While I roll the intro, make sure to subscribe to this channel and comment any concerns you have with whoa. Let me just drive back. Sure. And make sure to comment any concern you have right now with like getting orders on Fiverr or anything about being a freelancer these days. First things first, fill in all the available description boxes as much as possible. I can't stress enough how much it is important, but you gotta remember that Fiverr is also a search engine. Same as Google, same as YouTube, Yahoo or Bing or whatever they have these days. It's a search engine. The only difference between Google is that Fiverr is looking for, I don't know, freelance gigs and stuff. When you're filling your description boxes of your Fiverr gig, the main thing to remember is that you have to explain what you do with your Fiverr gig and why should anyone order exactly from you, and be fair with prices. I mean, that's obvious but critical. No one wants to pay too much. Instead of focusing on pricing, just try to stick to the $5 mark at first and provide a lot of value. Fiverr these days accepts tips. I mean, it allows you to accept tips. So I personally had only one client who gave me the tips, but you know, always nice to have. And if you're struggling with pricing, just look at other similar gigs on Fiverr. In your Fiverr gig description box, just tell as much as possible about your final product. Is it the image, is it the video editing or anything like that? Tell your potential clients what format is it in, what is the aspect ratio, will you provide source files. That's very important, by the way. With source files, your client doesn't have to order again if he or she, if they have to make slight tweaks to the file you provided. Also good to mention, if you're willing to work with custom orders, that is to say, maybe people are looking for stuff that isn't there on Fiverr and they think you are capable of doing it, but you just haven't done it ever. So they want to try something different, something new. And if you tell them in your description box that you are willing to work with custom orders, just there you have it. Someone might order right after. Moving on to the next point. Moving on to the second point, you have to show your previous work, whether it was your freelance work or anything you've done in high school, in college, university, whatever. Something to show to your future clients. Very important, don't forget to format the text. People online, whether you like it or not, people are scanning the text. So make sure all of your important points are bolded out, underlined and bullet pointed out, because that way it will be clearer what you do and it will be easier for the clients to compare your gig to the other ones on Fiverr. By far the most powerful thing on Fiverr is to add your own video to every gig as much as possible. Anyone can record a video like this, or you can even edit it like a professional video. Depends on what you do in your gig, especially if you are offering to edit a video for your clients. Even Fiverr says that gigs that have a trailer or a video, they perform better and have more clients. So make sure you have that. It's pretty easy to do. You can start with your smartphone or something. And the last but not least, Fiverr community changes very quickly, as just like any other thing on the internet. But if you want to succeed and keep getting orders on Fiverr, or if you're just getting into the whole freelance game, you have to follow the trends. You have to be on top of your game. If there is anything new coming up, like this year or even previous year, video was a thing for be it Instagram or Facebook. So in order to keep getting orders coming in, you have to have something like this. When the video was a thing, I dropped a few gigs about video and I kept getting orders. Simple as that. Now let's get to the next point. And my final point is fill out your profile, your Fiverr profile, not your gig, but the one that has your profile image and shows all of your gigs on one page. Yeah, that. Please fill this out. Not everyone who checks out your gig checks out your profile page, but I assure you, almost every single one who orders from you checks out your profile. I mean, almost every single one. So let's suppose now you know that everyone who purchases a gig from you will have to go through your, will go through your profile page. You will have to have your profile image, your photo. Just take a selfie and upload it to your Fiverr profile. Not too difficult. The reason for that is it's kind of like an eye contact, like you see a person, like as if you see someone in person and you know you want to know he's a real guy or gal, or it just adds to the authenticity. I don't know how to put it. Also, on a Fiverr profile page, there is an option to insert a quote, and personally I think this is a great chance to show off your favorite quote that will represent your attitude toward work. See where I'm going? If your potential client sees on your profile this like very motivational quote that, I don't know, energizes and just shows that you're kind of a hard worker, and even if you don't know how to do things, you will find out, you will deliver a high quality product. Well, there's also an option to fill in languages. I mean, if you know more than language, that's great. And Fiverr is a worldwide community, so you want everyone to be able to purchase from you. And especially if, well, for example, I speak Russian, English, and I almost freely speak my mother tongue, Kazakh. That's like the whole other topic. But I do have, even now, I have a conversation going on with a native Russian speaker who doesn't know a single word of English. I also had a conversation with a guy who was trying to set up his Fiverr account, and he was asking me not for ordering or just asking for an advice, which I gave, by the way. That's not a problem. You never know from what corner of the globe will you have your first or second or the next order. And the last one is make sure you clicked on that verification button in your email, and make sure that you gave that you filled out your phone number for like safety purposes. Fiverr requires your phone number these days, and so yeah, make sure you did that. And actually, verifying your email and verifying your phone number are like so basic, so fundamental, that it had to go to my first point, but I think I forgot about that. And I think that will be it. This is the next day, just the final part to wrap this video up. I hope this was helpful, and in case you want to just go beyond just one order, please like this video so I know you want more videos like this. You know, just to keep the orders coming in. I will link the next video on Fiverr and how to keep the orders coming in somewhere there, or down below in the description, of course. Also, if you want a practical example, check out my Fiverr profile and Fiverr gigs. I will link them also down in the description below. Until next time, I'm gonna have my breakfast.